that time of year. Welcome back to another video. Fertilizer has been watered into the ground. Now time to list up some beds. Get that dust to stop blowing. Got the lister bar ready here. Got the blades back here to keep it straight. We opted for a little bit bigger busters than what we normally do. We normally do the 9-inch ones. This year we're doing the 12-inch ones. Potentially create a little smaller of a bed, and hoping that whenever we plant, the planter doesn't leave as much of a rut as what it normally does. So we'll see if we'll like it this year. I don't think it'll make that big of a difference, but I think it'll make enough of a difference where I think we'll probably end up keeping it like this for the future. But we'll see how many adjustments we need to make. We were sand fighting with it, so you always change the depth of the tires and everything. And I'm pretty sure the way it's set right now, it's not going to go deep enough. I already raised these tires a little bit, but I'm pretty sure once I get into the field, I'm going to have to raise it some more. So let's get to the field and see how she looks. All right, we're at the field here. Actually, right here by the barn. I just made sure I was lined up with the sprayer of those tracks. Now I'm lined up because we only wanted to do half of this field listing beds. So we're just lining up center of the pivot. Once that's done, I want to actually, I don't want to list up beds, but I do want to create a mark. And I think he said that that's good. So I want to just leave a mark in the field a little bit. Just let it down. So I created some sort of a mark. And I want to turn around and I want to make sure I'm centered. We did calibrate this GPS. It is a new 7500 bubble. We got I think 3 of them last year, and we're putting them on there because we want good, nice lines and everything. We want it to be accurate, so we put a new bubble on this tractor just for that reason. And calibrating it was actually super easy compared to the old bubbles. We didn't have to park it there. We didn't have to mark the tires or anything. All we had to do was just set an AB line and then drive like 50 yards, 50 feet, something like that. I don't know, it was a random number that it gave us. And then once we got to the end of it, we were supposed to stay a certain speed also. Once we got to the end of it, it told us to turn around, hit auto track, come the same way back. On its way back, it calibrated itself, and then it was good. So it was super easy. It literally took like 5 minutes, 1 minute maybe. It was like nothing. So now want to make sure that we're lined up here. The tires are good and nice and lined up. So now these little marks that I made here, I also want to make sure that those also match up, because the straighter, the nicer, the better. Set that down and let's see how it looks. Oh, that is off. That is not right. When I turn around, that is not what I wanted to see. I was hoping that would be centered. Yeah, you can tell that's not right. Well, we might have to see if we can recalibrate the tractor again, see what that does. It doesn't look like it gets any better from the end. I'm pretty sure all the shanks are perfect and accurate. And it does not look like they get accurate coming to the center. It looks like, yeah, they all stay the same. So I guess let's try recalibrating this tractor and go from there. See if we can get this to line up just a little bit better. All right, we're gonna have to do a manual calibration because first time was not enough. It did not do a good job. Oh yeah, that's set up here. Okay, it's right here. I'm gonna calibrate that. Gonna find a new spot here where we haven't really driven, and then we'll calibrate it the old-fashioned way, and then see if we can get it more accurate. Well, we tested it like a bunch of times, as you can tell. I just also want to do new work. I want to erase all of that I've been doing. I don't need all that on there. But we came to the conclusion We calibrated it multiple times. We did the fancy calibration, and then we did the old style calibration, and the old style calibration almost looked like we got it a little bit more accurate than with the new style calibration, but that might have just been because it was off to begin with, and then when we did it, it was just off. So we did back the original, or the new style calibration, and then came to the conclusion that we just have to put an offset in here. No matter what we did, it was always off, and it was always off to the one side, so we know it's not the Lister bar. It's centered with the tractor, the 3-point is aligned, the cables are pulling it to where it's aligned right in the middle, so that's not inaccurate. It's just a GPS for some reason, I don't know why. We had to do a 1.3 inch offset, and then now we're centered. Whenever we turn around, now we're accurate. So I guess that's just what it has to be. Now we'll have to get in the field and then see what she actually, then now we can adjust depth and how that looks. I did have to lower the wings a little bit. Looks like there's still a little bit of play. I think that's fine. But the bed's back there. Might have to lower them a little bit more. From the main frame. That, or maybe just raise the frame up a little bit. Might just have to do that. Lift up the main frame a little bit, and it might even itself out a little bit. Because the middle rows there, you can tell they're still a lot deeper than the wings are. This is actually perfect right here. I would love if they all looked like that, but these are a little too deep, so yeah, I think they need a little bit of adjustment still. And as far as that goes, now it looks like I shouldn't need an offset. Let's check that side. It almost looked a little bit off on that side. Oh, and right there we're dead center. So it might just be the one side, but so far looks good. I think just either raise the frame or drop the tires. I think I'm gonna drop the tires, or raise the tires, drop the wings. I'll drop the wings, and then I think we'll be very dang accurate. Yeah, the pivot just barely finished watering, and right behind the pivot we're getting on the field. I know you can't do that everywhere, but you can do it here with our sand. All right, first 60 acres is done, and we're here the next morning. Time to head to the next field. Today on the agenda, we need to get, I would say at least the 230 acres. The next field I'm going to is half a section, so it's not quite 240, it's 230 acres. So if I'm pretty sure I should be able to finish that one today. And hopefully even maybe a little bit more yet. Finish all that, that'll be a good productive day for today. Nice. Really hope that keeps up. Started to sprinkle a little bit. There are a few rain chances for today and tomorrow. Tomorrow we're April 4th today, and tomorrow there was some chance for snow. If we get snow in April, that will be the latest we have ever got snow. Just the other day we had like almost 90-degree weather already. Now it's supposed to get down to like 29, I think. So some crazy weather we're having for sure, but this sprinkling right here, I sure do hope that turns into something. But I really appreciate that. It's been nice weather today so far. very cloudy, looks promising. I got a little bit of rain at my house, so that was nice, but the farmer is quite a ways away. And I really hope we get like, if we got like half an inch or, you know, a little more would be nice too, but I'd be really happy with anything. Well, I don't know if it's just me or not, but I think that bubble makes a big difference. Those rows, they do look straight. Like, there's not a curve in those straight rows. Man, it looks good. I love it. I feel like last year, we used this tractor once last year for listing up beds. It was actually on the other half of this field. And we had a 3,000 bubble on it, and that was bad. Those rows, they were doing this the whole number the entire time. It couldn't keep it straight for the life of it. The tires, they were moving back and forth like crazy last year. I feel like the bubble does actually make a world of a difference keeping the tractor straight. Because this, like, you almost don't even see the tires move. That's how straight it's keeping it. I feel like it's very accurate. I definitely love that 7500 bubble up there. I like it. I think it's really good for listing. It's looking really, really good. There's a couple of dry spots in the field. Like it was a little bit windy yesterday, but the pivot is actually still watering, so it's still going that way. And I feel like the top of the ground is wet. There's probably like little pockets dry underneath the ground, and then whenever I'm listing it up, kind of flipping it over, dumping that dryness on top. It's not like solidly dry, but you can tell on the side of the beds, you can tell there's a couple of dry spots here and there, but I think we should be fine. I don't think it's bad enough to where it's gonna blow again in the future. I think this will be perfect. And like a minute or two later, then all the water is soaked into the ground. It only rained like I want to say like 2/10 or something. But it was quick, made the ground nice and wet. I could just keep going. It didn't really affect the tractor much, besides the occasional puddle in the low spot about right there. There's one low spot. There's a little bit of standing water, but I'm just gonna leave that pass alone, and I'll wait till I'm done with the field, and then that'll be my last pass of the day. I don't really feel like making two big deep tracks over there. I don't think I would make two big tracks, but you know, just in case. Plus, I got a little passenger with today. Ooh. Did you want the camera? I think he's a very big fan of tractors. Every time he comes close to one, he gets like overly excited. I love it. He's a natural farmer at heart. Wow, the weather is changing drastically. A couple of minutes ago it was clear skies, well, a couple of clouds, and now it looks like another little storm is brewing. Crazy. Let's hope I can get this field finished today. Just 3 more passes, and then it's starting to sprinkle again, so let's hope I can finish this. Now I was gonna do this pass right here next, but it's starting to sprinkle. I don't want to drive through there. This is the puddle that we have on our field. On this field, it's always here, no matter what. We do not get. We've shoved dirt in here to kind of raise it. It does not help. We've done that in the past. It does not help. It's always muddy, no matter what. I don't want to drive through that. I'm probably just going to list up beds up to like there maybe, and then just leave it as a puddle for now maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. I'll have to decide something next pass or something. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna send it right through that puddle. If it looks like the tractor just wants to spin, I'll just lift up my 3-point and just do what I can through the puddle, because there's not much I can do over there. This really is perfect timing though. Right as I'm almost done, it's starting to rain again. And that's the last of it. Right on schedule as usual. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. As always, I do appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.